Michael, it's been a bit of a roller coaster ride. You were great early. You got to go through some stuff, and then you had to watch for a time. What's been the last 4 or 5 weeks like, and how much are you looking forward to this kind of opportunity over these final three games?
Yeah, while whether I was either playing or not, I was always learning every week. So, I went to Vic's office and he just talked to me. He said, your opportunity is going to come faster than you think. So, just be ready. So every week I've just been trying to learn and get better at least one thing.
And when Vic had made it sound like, look, it was like a tackling issue, maybe that got you onto the sideline. And when you've come back, you've looked even better. What was the key? How hard was that? And how did you react to that, you think, in terms of the way you played, especially last week?
Yeah, I was just doing the simple things right, like doing the things that you got drafted for, doing things you did good in college. So, just getting back to playing your game, not overthinking anything, and just being good in the basics and the fundamentals.
Next one, Eric.
Yeah, Michael, when was that conversation with Vic?
Um, I think when he decided to go with the other lineup, he just told me straight up that he thinks the other lineup's gonna be better for this game, and he just said, "I'm not down on you. I know what kind of player you can be, and just when you get back on the field, just show us what you can do."
And then just how do you view these last few weeks maybe as a chance to grow up, to show yourself here without AJ, without Bryce, there at those outside corner positions?
It's definitely gonna be a great opportunity, especially our backs against the walls, nobody left. Just you know, you got to be accountable in these last couple of weeks. So I talked to Bosby a lot, and he's been a mentor for me. So just showing what you're made of these last couple of weeks is definitely gonna be good going into the next season.
Next one, Andrew.
Hey, Michael, both Vic and Ed Donatel talked about how they've seen so many examples of guys who were young, they played, they watched for a bit, and then they were better because they watched. So in that interim, when you were on the sideline playing special teams, what did you learn by watching particularly AJ and Bryce go about their work?
It's definitely how they approach the game, like how savvy they are, and it's always, even if you're not in the game, take them mental reps. So even if you're not in the game, you're still in it like you're playing. And so just watching those guys and taking tactics for them, just implementing it in my game is why I think I played a little better when I got back in the lineup.
Next one, Nick Kozmeyer.
Michael, like the lights, you're more decorated than I am. When you're playing a quarterback like Josh Allen, who has had a lot of success going deep, and you know that he's going to attack deep, what is sort of the mindset as a young corner kind of going into that game, knowing what they like to do down the field?
It's definitely a challenge because you know that he has a rocket of an arm, but at the same time, you got to be aggressive for the short things, because those can turn to big plays. So you're definitely going to have to, be tight on your man, deep or short, but definitely protecting that bomb is going to be a focus of this week.
Next one, Nick. Excuse me. Next one, Kyle.
Hey, Michael, I'd read that you have a big interest in cars. Have you been able to pursue that hobby or passion at all as a rookie, or is your time in the NFL kind of taken away from that? And do you hope to do that in the off season, or kind of continue to do that as you progress throughout your career?
Yeah, not a chance. I've had no time. NFL is a full-time job, and maybe in the off season I'll get to dab in that a little bit, but not right now.
Okay, next one, Brandon.
Well, I want to ask too. I want to ask about the cars. Is that because you're from Detroit, or is that you think you could have grown up anywhere and cars would have been a passion?
Definitely being from the Motor City. My dad still works at Ford to this day. I think 20 years plus, and it's just been something I've grown up on.
Oh, okay. 3 questions. Do you have an all-time favorite car?
Yeah, I got a lot of favorite cars. I get that question a lot, but yeah, I got a lot of favorite cars. So we'll have to talk about that another day.
All right. And then what were your impressions of Philly Will when he came in? Obviously, there's only one Philly Will, as Justin pointed out. What'd you think of him, and then how'd he play?
Yeah, man, I like Will. First couple of practices, man, he said, "Call me the igniter, man." He gets guys going, he gets the energy going, and man, he loves to talk, man. He's another guy in the field that just makes you feel more confident because he's always talking, always making you feel sure of yourself. So he's definitely a guy that brings a lot of energy, and I like playing with him.
Time for a few more. Next one, James.
A question for you: when you're going against a receiver as talented as Stefon Diggs, the hitch route for him is kind of his bread and butter. When a guy is that experienced at one type of route, how do you go about that approach, knowing that you can't jump it or you can't kind of play too much into it, but it's something that somebody does so well, it's almost kind of unguardable?
It's that's why you got to watch a lot of film. A lot of guys they have a certain type of release, or they show some things by their splits or whatever. So definitely watching a lot of film and being focused and having good technique. It's gonna be tough, because you definitely mastered that route, and you have a double move off of it. But just watching film, pick up little things, and just studying him all week is how you can get an edge during the game.
Nice.
Next one, Zach.
Hey, Michael, thanks for talking with us. What was your mindset when you had that conversation with Vic in his office when he told you they were going a different direction?
Yeah, I mean, it was a tough conversation because obviously as a competitor, you never want to sit and watch. But, just during the week, my mindset never really changed. I always just kept working. During special teams, do the best you can. Just try to make a play any way you can and try to be a spark plug. So, yeah, definitely my mindset never changed. I always just kept working, but definitely sucked. But, it's definitely part of the growth process.
Final ones, Kyle.
Hey, Michael, did you know KJ Hamler growing up, or did you play against him at all? Anything into that relationship? I know you're both obviously from Michigan.
Yeah, we didn't play in the same league for football, but we ran track against each other a couple of times. So he was like that 4x1 anchor. I was like a really good hurdler in the state of Michigan. So we met each other a couple of times, and in Penn State and Iowa, that's when we started talking a little bit too. So I've known him a lot over the couple of years.
Have you guys, obviously different sides of the ball, but have you guys gotten closer at all this year?
We definitely gotten closer. Lockers right next to each other. We're always just pushing each other to be great. When we see each other making plays on the field during the game, during practice, just always encouraging each other. So I definitely think we got closer over this year.